Hi friends, it's Liz here. Today I am sharing a journal with me video, and this is in my traveler's notebook, which I keep in my gorgeous chic sparrow. I love it so much. I was about to start doing some, creative journaling, and I thought I would just turn on the camera and see what happens. So you will find that I am not at all ever prepared. I usually cut out pieces that I think I want to use, and then I'll select a page and go with it. So I did find this receipt that is from a recent purchase, and I thought I wanted to document this because it was a time that we spent with my brother and my niece and my kids, and we just really, it was a last minute thing. We ended up going to the mall, and it was just a nice moment. We had early dinner and just walked around and kind of did a little bit of shopping. So this receipt is a reminder for me because my daughter and I really enjoy supplies. Anything to do with scrapbooking supplies. She's an artist, and she sketches and does digital drawings. So for her, getting markers and pens and notebooks and sketchbooks and that kind of thing, that is her love at this moment. And ever since I can remember, when I was little, I love paper. I always have. I always will. And for me, happy moments was walking into a, Staples, or we used to have a place called Grand and Toy here that had just office supplies, really. And I've always just loved office supplies. So anyways, that's sort of the moments that I'll remember when I'm filling out these journals that I love to make. And you'll see, as I said, my process is very much whatever happens, happens. So this may not be a very exciting journal with me, but I did want to just show you that I don't, sketch things out beforehand. I don't really plan ahead too much. I just grab pieces that I think I'm going to use. I'll stuff them in my journal and then come back later when I have a few moments and then just add that there. So this portion, I was actually going to stamp this on a separate sheet of paper and then add it to my journal. And I should have done that because it didn't, the stamping didn't come out too well. But that's not a big deal. I'm just going to go with it. I know that these receipts as well don't last very long. The images sort of fade away. So I may have to just write down a little bit of information about, what we purchased, etc., so that it doesn't fully disappear, just like this pen did. It's actually a brand new pen, and it's a little dry already, so not too happy about that. But here I'm just jotting down just the few highlights of what we did. And that, like I said, will just sort of be that nice memory. So I'll just let this continue, and if I need to add anything to it, I will come back and chat. If not, just enjoy the music, and hopefully you will get some ideas. I recently purchased this sticker set from Michaels, and I'm so in love with it. The stickers can be colored in, and I've been using it here and there in different projects. I did use it in some Happy Mail that I recently sent, and it's just so fun to, to add these little extra pieces to your work. So I just added a few pieces, and I'll just, be adding some additional little bits that I think will kind of make this page a little bit more interesting. So I had this piece of, I think it's a digital. Sometimes I just cut out little pieces when I'm making a journal, and I hand cut the paper so that, there's raw edges to it. And this is one of the pieces that I kept the little extra. So I'm just going to add this and then add some washi tape on top of it, and, kind of collage a little bit in the corner here. I love washi tape, you guys. I have to say I truly love it, but I don't buy it often. I really do restrict myself from doing that because I would have so much if I did. But I think I will open up myself to do a little bit more swapping, maybe for stickers and washi tape, because I find that I really gravitate towards that. And it's easy when you're doing a journal entry to add a few pieces of fun things and florals and natural types of things I'm really drawn to. This page I had already started the left side washi tape. I had ripped it out of an envelope that I received from some Happy Mail that I received, and I also love doing that whenever I get a piece of mail. I kind of take out as much as I can from it without usually wrecking the piece, and use it in my work because it reminds me of the person that sent it, and also, of course, it's a nice, piece of art to add to a page. So I'm just coloring this in just quickly, and then I'll probably do a little journaling here and there. I forgot to mention that I keep this little tin box of little extras usually on my desk when I'm working on something, and I'll just throw in extra pieces, that I've either ripped from something or I've cut out from something, just little extra pieces of goodness that I like to use in my work. And it's nice to go back to it because there's always something in there that I find. Here I'm using, it's a sticky note, and they're like flower shaped sticky notes. So I purchased these a little while back. I absolutely love them, but they've lost their sticky. So I actually have to add some glue and just sort of make sure that they stick. But they're lovely. They're florals, and they just add a little extra to my work whenever I'm doing something. So here I'll just be adding the date to my page. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't, but I know that because I've dated the journal at the beginning of me starting it, and I'll date it at the end of when I've completed it, then I have an idea of the month or months that I've been journaling in it. So I just happened to, kind of date this one, and I like the way it turned out. So I found this piece from a little book. I think it's a book that the kids had a while back, and I pulled out, pages that I thought had some words that I might use in something, or the colors are nice that I can journal on a piece and then add it somewhere else. So this one happened to say activities, and I thought it was just fitting to us having done something fun today, and so I just wanted to add that little piece to it. So as you can see, I've just managed to gather a bunch of goodies from different places, and this is sort of how I journal and put things together. I try and just have fun with it. These are just my moments to relax, to remember, something that we did that day, and really just to enjoy the process. I try not to think about it too much, and I just sort of go with the flow. So I hope you enjoy the share. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions. I plan to do a few more of these throughout the year. Let me know if you're interested, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by.